If not, it's okay. We are going to be recording this call. But feel free to ask Celine any question. And before I even say who Celine is, thank you so much for joining. My name is Rael. I am sure I have met most of you that are on this call. But for those of you who don't know me, I lead builder initiatives here at Good Dollar. And one of the builder initiatives we have and is currently ongoing is the Builders Season 3, which is an initiative that is supporting people who already have projects that are live and are actively building on chain and especially on the Good Dollar ecosystem. So the conversation on how to start this workshop or like the idea of this workshop was actually coined by Celine, who's going to be our speaker today. She's the Dev3 founder. And has a lot of experience in this area on how to get people to bet on you, on networking, and I'm sure she's going to expound more on that. So Lynn offered this because she thought, when you first start thinking about building, the first thing that you are supposed to check on, or like the first one of the things that you actually need is for people to believe in you, for you to network, for you to get the support that you need, whether it's funding, mentorship, and people only build with people they trust. So Selena will be amplifying this message as of today, and hopefully you learn a few things from her. She's a founder herself, so I'm sure she's been on this path, and this is why I think she's the best person to be supporting this particular workshop. I didn't mention this, but Celine is also one of the mentors that we have this season. So for her to be giving this workshop is actually really, really special. And I can't wait to hear what you have to talk to us about today, Celine. Welcome. And yeah, feel free to take it away, introduce yourself more, because I mean, you can do more justice to your introduction than I can. And at the end of this call, maybe I can give an overview of what Good Builders Round 3 kind of looks like. We're still accepting applications. Applications will be ongoing till March 9th. So I will be sharing some links also regarding that. But for now, Celine, in the interest of time, take it away, and can't wait to learn from you and see what comes out of this workshop.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks for the introduction. Actually, yeah, I wanted to lead this workshop because I feel that building is always not enough. So yeah, I mean, I will just share my screen. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it. Présenter. Boom, boom, boom. So my slide every time are very straightforward. So it's always just a few words. So you will follow the talk pretty clearly. So how builder earn trust and all people bet on you. It's what I will talk about today. And because also most of you all at the stage to have a startup at the early stage, I mean, so it's very, very important that you take knowledge about it. So yeah, about me, just to because I have stats that is wait, okay. So about me, it's been a while since I'm into the ecosystem, to be honest. So I've seen a lot of things, bull market, bear markets. I know pretty well the ecosystem as well, especially on the Ethereum side. So I feel that I can bring a lot of experience, feedback around this area. And I started on my side with a student blockchain club in France, so I was not able to speak in English at this moment, by the way. And so right now, during my journey, I've done a lot of things, especially through Hackathon. So it's where I started really to start building, to be honest, like with bootcamp, with Hackathon, and like networking at this moment was very, very precious from our journey. So yeah, I've done a lot of things. After Hackathon, I even created a DeFi protocol. We raised 1 million. I was working previously at Ledger. As intern, I was the first intern at Ledger, so it's been a while. And also in the same time, right now, I'm the founder of DevTupac, which is a fellowship for women and student developers coming from Web 2 want to switch into Web 3. So there is like a couple of members who are there today into this workshop, so they already know me, and they already know that I have a clear vision of what is building itself. So yeah, I will guide you today. So um, wait, a bit of context first. Why I wanted to lead this workshop is because things are changing a lot into the space, not only in Web3 but in general into the startup world. Like, actually, you can see there is like how to say that, destruction créatrice, creator destruction, something like this. If you know this concept from Schumpeter, so that means like tech is moving fast, and so you have to react fast because your project is about to be disrupted at any moment with AI especially. So you have to know that at any moment you can have nothing. And so my goal today is like really to tell you how you will never end up with nothing. Because like having a startup is very stressful. You need like income or this thing, etc. But what will matter a lot is what I will tell you just after. So taking count that uh, having a product is just a thing. But what is matter a lot is all you have around. So um, I always say that we bet on people first and not on projects, especially because of this reason. Like at any moment you can be disrupted, and so you will know that how you can grow into the ecosystem is by being connected, etc. So please take in count that it's not because you are bringing some future in your project that you will become a north star. So please take care of your experience, etc. But I will talk about it. So investors don't invest in ID first, but into a team. So you can see a lot of people who are like bringing some idea just to bring some investors, but if you are not believing into this idea, it's because you are not especially the right team to build it. So I would say today trust is the engine of everything, and to be honest, it has been the since the beginning of, of our existence in terms of economy personally. So when I say economy, it's like, for example, um, there is like different countries that right now really into crypto because like their money, their currency is not trustable. For example, personally, is like just if someone asks you to do something and you are not doing it, they will not trust you again. So trust is very very complex things that things, but I mean it's something that you have to take care of, because if people not trust on you, they will never bet on you. So please, if someone um, wants you to do something and you are not doing it properly, you break something. And you have to know that in Web3, this concept is very, very, very important. Everything is related to trust. If you want to be hired somewhere, if you don't know someone into the company that is trusting you, is dead. So please, I always say trust, trust, be trustable. So but that's how you can be trustable or these things. So what matters are above beyond your project is three things. So I would just take an example. If two teams are building the same project, what finally makes them different? So three things. I will deep dive into each of them. So value and expertise, high agency, and network. Not the idea of the product first. I mean, it's a big bonus, of course, but at any moment you can pivot or whatever. So these three things are very, very important for you. So value and experience, what does it mean? I can call that like founder market fit, Kinda. According to all your experience, your background, your values, are you the right team building the right product? Like, is it something you care really about? is it like a problem yourself you have? um so if you are I mean, behind the slide, what I want to say is like, if you are not believing into your projects, so your core value is not aligned with your project, it's going to be complicated to bring in to the next level, really. So taking count that are you the right people building the right products? Yeah. Are you obsessed by the problem? So I will just um, talk about a use cases, like, I mean, an example. When people apply to Y Combinator, which is like the best incubators, like accelerator into into the world, maybe. Like, everyone want to do it, especially when they are coming from early stage things. So what is matter to enter into this one is not the product, it's really you. Are you like someone who know how to ship, um how to be reactive? Like, it's more your personality itself. Actually, even people who are being accepted, after they they just have a workshop about their projects. And so what happened, concrete use cases, like, usually 40%, yes, 40% of people give up with their idea when they heard that finally they have to really believe in what they are building. And if it is not the case, they are stopping. So actually, 40% of people give up this idea and start with a new one, like a new one that is um, really align with their vision, with what they want into their life, or the thing. So um, actually, very very important to understand that that at any moment you can shift of project, of like projects, but what you have to keep in mind is the high agency concept. So you can shift into some projects because you are high agency. So what does it mean being high agency? Is like having the ability to being proactive and having a fast execution. That means when you see an opportunities, you can turn this one very very fast into a project, test it, etc. So proactivity is very, yes, I would say, something. Um, I don't know, kinda like you are visionary. You 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 know, they understand, like, I mean, you understand pretty well the ecosystem. So um you can know when to wander, when to do things, etc. And fast execution matter a lot, because it's where, if you don't have any fast executions, like, someone will take the lead, and you will be put into the site. So yeah, I mean, high agency concepts, it's what you have to be, like someone high agency, someone with replying fast, with building trust fast. All the things matter. So are you excelling at achieving projects? Like, you have to know that probably into the ecosystem, I would say, like, with AI right now, you can ship projects properly, like, in 1 2 months. So keep in mind that if you are putting more than that, it's probably because somewhere you are failing. So that's why also, like, we have a mentor into the program, by the way. But yeah, I mean, keep in mind that it's something that you have to create to build on your side, is how to become high agency. So I will provide a couple of pieces of advice after. Clarity, like, for example, if you said, okay, so tomorrow I will do that, to someone, you say that to someone, but finally it's not done, you are not bringing any clarity. If you say that your roadmap will be live soon, like in a week, but never we can never see anything, that bring no clarity, and so people leaving. um so yeah, I mean, it's about, do you know when and how to turn problem into opportunities on your side, when to enter into something. And with AI, what is good is like you can experiment a lot of things at the same time, but um, keep in mind that you have to bring all your energy, your passion into it to make it grow. Otherwise, never that will never work. And when you are creating a deck, the thing is, at the moment with the team, when it comes to the team, it's very very important to highlight that you are the right people to do it. Because, for example, I don't know, I can say what. Yeah, let's say for example you want to build something related to cook. It's not for related to website, but it's related to something about cooking. But even yourself, you are not like a cooker or whatever. um who investors will bet on you if you don't have any experience into this area? So think about how to think, like how to create an experience, like according to all your experience, I mean, what you can build, what you can do, what you can activate. So I provide like different, um, just this explanation about different situation, like if you are high agency or you are replying, and if you are low agency or you are replying. So for example, you have no funding, which is like the case of everyone. Um, and you said, okay, investors are not interested. It's like very low agency response. Say the how you have to more think about is how do I validate this traction without funding? And when it's come to traction, like when you have traction, after small experiments, etc., is where you can start having investor potentially. So yeah, there is like different case, same thing for no user. The market is not ready. No, it's not that it's not ready. It's just that no one want to use that. So what do you have to do to make sure that these people, um like, you are replying pretty well to these users? So what assumption did we get wrong? It's just that there's something that you are not doing well to take care of the right issues. Market crash. So yeah, clearly us. What's surviving in this environment? Yes, it's about scoping what's working, what's not working, what is the best for what you can do. I mean, how to say that? Um, yes, is being proactive, like checking our trends, etc., regarding your project. So agency concept, keep in mind that, and why investors are betting on team as well is like one of the criteria is about resilience. Why? As I mentioned at the beginning, your projects will be disrupted. So that means you have to know how to pivot, how to improve things, or to just make an introspection of what you've done, what you have to do extra. So resilience is, I would say, it's a key concept for everyone into the space. Like if you are not resilient, you will not go far. So investors are looking for strong team that whatever the market situation can resist. And for that, there is something called as well art of pivot. And so the way to say, okay, so investor put a lot of money on me, like on the projects, but how they can have a return on investment, or they think you have to pivot. Literally, sometimes you have to pivot. And to be honest, like you are really doing the same thing all your life. So that's why all things related to your value, your experience, the fact that you are someone high agency who knows how to execute is very very useful to enter into other opportunities, or even like pivot and do something else. So yeah, I would take the example of forecaster. So you may know them. Actually, they tried some different pivot extra, but right now they are expert into customer. Like the team is really expert into consumers, like onboarding people extra. And so what happened actually, thanks to what they built, this project has been acquired by another company. But the team, what happened to the team? The team has been absorbed by another company, because this other company is more oriented on building a blockchain for really web to consumer, let's say. Um, and so actually, thanks to all their experience or the network or their values, what they have, they also capacity to execute, etc. Um, actually, they were able to jump into another team, which is like a top team, um, because of what they have made before. So yeah, it's not because you are shutting down something that you are bad or whatever. It's just that with the market condition or these things, you can like try to resonate that probably you have to shift, you have to review what's your proposition or the thing. So yeah, I mean, keep in mind that at a moment in your life probably you will pivot. I was working at Holidays before, so same thing. It was something profitable for them, etc. But they decided to pivot because of AI. So actually, with Holidays, they build literally a community, developers community, especially related to open source, with some Rust developers, etc. And so actually, right now, they shift and build something more related to AI, using all the the network they created before. Because with their projects, their current projects, they can train models, AI models, using like Rust developers or the things that they had. So all it's just like I wanted to showcase a few kind of pivots, just to tell you that at the moment it's probably something that you will have to do. Wait, let me check if there is any question first. Um, okay, okay.
No questions yet, Salim, but I will let you know when there are questions.
Okay,
I'm monitoring.
all right. Is it clear for the moment? Or good? Okay, so another component, I said three things. So values and experience, agency, the fact to become someone very good at execution, and third thing is about network. Because what happened is like every time I saw cool projects that have been built by cool people, but those people don't know how to network, don't have a network itself. Usually, especially people who are not located in US, in Europe, or these things. And so network is the way to accelerate. You will never do something without network. So yeah, it's a way like literally to be vouched for everything you need. Contact investors, support at any moment of your life. You will need your network, personally or professionally, of course. But you have to take care of this one. And so I will give a couple of tips to um, create your network. Yes, let's say that. Yeah, keep in mind, if you don't have any network, that's going to be complicated to even like building distribution on your side. I said building distribution is about your project. Who will click on your on your app if you don't have any network, if you don't know how to activate any kind of um, distribution channel? um, I just want to take the example of Facebook. So what happened, Mark Zuckerberg, um, actually just to launch something very pilot, to just to have their first users. Um, it just done things into its campus, like just to say, okay, so I built something, and so I need to find a way to test it, to bring some users to know if I'm building the right things, etc. And so he just launched things into his campus, and he saw that it was a success. And so through these things, he said, okay, so right now I can probably reach more campus. So he started to reach out campus, and usually when you are building something strong at the beginning, it's like better to for scaling this one. And so it's where investors are really starting to be in, is where you, when you already build a strong pilot initiative, there is a lot of traction, you validate the market kinda. Um, and after they say, you as a team, you say, okay, right now I want to accelerate and reach out really more campus. And so it's where really investor can put money and then help you to grow. But if you don't have this initial piece of um, users, it's going to be complicated to validate anything. So that's why network is matter a lot, because people you know will be your first users. So actually, just to let you know, for example, with DevTrack, so this year we already do one, but we'll do more. It's like beta testing, collective beta testing, because I feel that the community is a good way to start launching something, to start having feedback, like iterate and do and improve everything. So network matter a lot, and so I will just provide a couple of piece of advice after about how to increase this one and how to increase your network, especially more related to Web3. So I will just talk quickly about trust framework, like top 7 ways builder lose trust. Actually, over promising roadmap. So that's mean you say, okay, I will do that, but never ship, never um, do it finally. So don't do that. Um, really, especially when you are a small team, you don't have the capacity to do a lot. And usually, when it's come to roadmap, is because you already have futures in mind, etc. But futures are coming more after, to be honest, because first of all, you have to do something that is like one thing, but doing efficiently. You will be no for one thing usually. I mean, when you are building a project, people will just know because of one thing and not because of your projects or your futures or whatever. Ghosting community. So basically, you onboard a couple of users, etc., but never talk with them. Ghosting them is very, very bad. And to be honest, for example, with Y Combinator, what happened is that people have kinda to be locked in to just talk every time to their users, like to find their users and build with them, literally build with them. It's the way to gain trust for sure, but also gain like a viral communities that will do things, etc. So yeah, don't ignore feedback, shipping late repeatedly, blaming market condition, all these things. So yeah, just making sure to not do that. Kinda trust tag framework. I can say that. I've used the capacity to ship fast, efficiently. It not about being perfect, but like just ship and see what will happen and iterate. Capacity to iterate is about like consistency. Do you show up every week? Like when you are building, are you providing feedback? Are you providing yes, I would say just updates. about what happened. Literally, integrity. Do you do what you say? Ah, there is question. Sorry. No. Okay. Do you do what you say? Something like if you are over promising things, people will not trust you anymore. Do you communicate openly? So when something happens and can affect. Hello? Oui? Hello? Okay. I cut the mic.
No. Hello.
Oh, sorry, Selene. I muted the wrong. I
Hello.
muted the wrong person.
Someone cut my mic, but
Yeah, I
that's
wanted to do the background noise. Sorry, Selene. Clicked the wrong screen.
Yeah.
oops. All right. So it's okay. At which things integrity? Yeah, no, transparency and skin in the game. So in Web3, keep in mind that we don't want people who are there for the short term, but really for the long term, committed, being committed into the long term. I know it's about resilience, etc., but it's where people bet on you. To be honest, like if you don't have any mindset of really builders, you want to do things on long term, etc. It's complicated to have people bet on you, gain trust, and all these things. So yeah, um basically don't break trust, and people bet on you when they will trust you. And so right now I put that like because I feel there is a cool early stage advice into this library, so if you want to scan it, feel free to do it. I will just stay like this during 10 seconds. There is Sam Altman extra. It's like short video. You can take a look at it. All right. So builder tips slash network tips, to be honest. So actually in your journey, it's like a chart that I created. Usually I'm more active into, yes, this pipeline here. I've been founders for a while as well. I'm still founder right now, but I'm not raising funds anymore on my side. So I will just more talk here. Yeah. Um. So actually, that's the builder journey into Web3. So here I put like if you want a job, it's very saturated. So everyone is taking the path of becoming founder, building thing, etc. And so just for context, actually you are there as a builder, and you have to become like a founder. And so there is a step here where you have to really get some mentorship, get some networking, etc., etc., to really push your project. So how you can do that? First of all, build in public, but I mean everyone know that already, but in practice it's complicated to see everyone doing it. So building public on X or the things, building public by creating content, by doing some demo about your product or the thing, like just showcasing your projects, your updates, etc. So take care of your personal branding, like on X, if we or on LinkedIn, we thought that nothing is updated, your bio is kinda chaotic, etc. Just give a great first impression, like what people will think about you when they would go through your account first. So take care of your personal branding. There is different way to improve this one. So first of all, of course, the first thing is about the socials, but there is also IRL life. So for IRL life, be sure to integrate community according to your interests. So I always say that if you are interested into DeFi, go into DeFi community, take part into it, take initiative. All these things matter. Learn from each other. So it's about really connection. Actually, what I'm saying here is really how to improve your networks to have a good effect into your life. Like your network is something that will you that will follow you all your life, contrary to your just projects. Project is probably one part of your life, but um, it's complicated to see like people continuing during all their life. So your network will be your backup at any moment. If you need like to find something else, if you need to find a contact, extra, your network. And so your network is something that you have to take care of, um, feed it, um, like every time, not just at a time, but like every time in your life. And so the fact to be connected, even simply ask for help, having advisors. Oh yeah, if you are raising funds, should be good like to have advisors. But anyway, I'm not doing any fundraising tips here. So ask for help. I always say that people who are not asking for help will stay at the level 1, and people who are asking for help into the ecosystem are at the level 100. Because it's where you are making connection, it's where you are starting collaborating, creating relationship with people. So please ask for help. Contribute to open source as well. If you are, I don't know, if you are building something very strong, more oriented on the infrastructure side, for example, but you are not an active person into open source, it's going to be complicated for you to have like a reputation of someone very strong into this area. So I always say that contribute to open source can also open doors. Join meetup because you don't know what can happen. So for example, you are joining a meetup and you will talk probably with the speakers, and finally this person can potentially help you later to activate something, etc. Or probably you can find a co-founder. These are also a lot of people who found their I don't know. Yes, I mean find a relationship, etc. So you never know what happened. Like one connection can change everything into your life, and so more you are connecting, more you are making a step to go to somewhere to talk with someone, etc. Better is it. Join mentorship program. So for example, Good Builders is like a program where there is mentorship behind it. So all these things matter, like take advantage of it, like create relationship with mentors, all these things. Join residency pop-up city is a great way, to be honest, if you want to launch a project, but don't have any community to start with. Usually, I would say pop-up city is a good thing, like because you can iterate with a small group and see that if it's working, not working, etc. So which is nice. Join ambassador program. I always say that joining ambassador program is also like something that can push you forward into the ecosystem, into your life even. I know, for example, someone who built things around Notion, like automate a lot of things, etc. And what's who so right now he has for the customers because he become Notion ambassadors. And so by becoming Notion ambassador, you are really expert into what you are doing. And so instead them thing into Web3. If you are building into one ecosystem, I would suggest you to become ambassador because you can showcase your products at any moment to some people. So joining ambassador program is useful. Become speaker, mentor as well. Like it's useful if you want. First of all, you can do that locally, like becoming expert locally into your area, and so people will know you. Like if they have to think about someone, you have to be this person, and so with like this, you can unlock as well international opportunity. Like you can, I don't know, one conference can say, okay, I want you as a speaker or something like this, just because like locally you have done a lot of works, a lot of impact around this area. So yes, take care of that. Take the lead. I know that at the beginning it's kinda like stressful to be speaker or motor or whatever, but more you are, more you will be comfortable. No worries. And there is no imposter syndrome. I mean, you are like anyone has something to bring in for someone else. So no worries about that. And my last wait, which time is it? Okay, I'm on time. I just want to provide just a couple of project tips that I have in mind, because it's something that I saw every time, and it's you can fix that easily. So work on onboarding and retention. I always see just one phase, like the onboarding side, but the most important will be when you have your 100 users, your first 100, is how to keep them. Like it's not just about onboarding one time and say okay, bye. uh, like having a retention program, like really work on that, because on your side it will cost a lot to onboard people first, but it costs nothing to retention them, like to retain them. Keep in mind that I've done a lot of things into marketings at the moment, and so it was this component, like retention was the most important one if you want your product to be successful. So also have email sign up and paymaster integration. When I'm testing app, I'm like sometimes putting myself as a web2 consumer. And so if there is no email, that's it's complicated to onboard. And if there is no paymaster integration, that means that someone has to have like gas like I mean token from a blockchain ecosystem, etc. So which is like really not nice. So please having paymaster is very, very important, because otherwise you can't onboard people. It's going to be a mess. You have to send some token, etc. So please don't do that. It's very simple as uh, as advice, but most of the projects failing just because of that. Launch small beta testing and pilot initiative, as I talked about Facebook before. Like if you are launching something small but like very powerful, very insightful, you can see a lot of traction, etc. It's where after you can start growing. But please validate things before, because otherwise you will probably inject a lot of time, money into growing things, but without like without any traction first. And talk every time to your users, because otherwise it's them that are bringing you revenue. So if you are not taking care of them, it's going to be complicated. So yeah, keep people updated, and I feel free to let me know if you have any question. Hope it was useful session. Yes.
Ja, langsam satisfied.
Celine, thank you so much for all your insights. I think everyone can agree that the session was useful. I like the part where, you're just emphasizing how people should build with the community, build that trust, keep communicating with the teams, and basically like, sharing also your own experience while you were building their 3 pack, and also while you moved from the company that you're working from before. I think we can leave a bit of questions before we close over. So maybe anybody who has a question, 2-3 minutes, see, where you need more insights from Celine. As you can tell, she has lots of, ideas on how to build work, and also keep them trusting you, because as she said, for you to build basically anything, even your relationship, your personal relationships, it's all about trust. So the floor is open to anybody who has a question. Feel free to raise your hand or just unmute yourself and ask the questions.
Yeah. Usually, really, team who are successful are very connected. And really, you have to work on that, like how to be connected.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah.
your project will be not enough. And so even it's like it's killing project, like if you have to know that if no one heard about it, it's like because you
Yeah.
are not connected.
Yeah. And also, like the way you said, this is also how you retain users who use the platform. Maybe I can ask a question before people think about them. But Celine, as you are building Dev3 Pack, I don't know how old Dev3 Pack has been, but what was the main challenge when it came to networking that you faced?
To be honest, it was not an issue about networking itself.
Yeah.
So the thing is like I was able to build like a strong community because of my experience. I'm traveling a lot. I know local community. I know people. I know builders, and so it's all about how to create viral things. So having on my side, what I've done is like having small cohorts, but like
Yeah.
people who are really happy, who really enjoy what's going on, and so they can literally talk about it easily. And so it's this part
Yeah.
that was successful on my end, I guess. But
Yeah.
after I'm not bringing in the investor or whatever, but I mean just the fact that I've been connected, I've been always connected to people.
Yeah.
I have my experience. I'm even like one groupers. So I mean, I know how to deal with this, what I'm doing, and so
Yeah.
that's allow me to do things easily. Yeah. Oh, public speaking. Yeah, you know that I was not able to speak in English before. Like right now, it's more than 2 years that I'm okay with. But. mm, I would say start with small meetup, like requesting to be speakers, like just to bring your perspective as a early stage founder, for example, will be nice. Like what is your challenges, etc., etc., is always a good piece of advice to provide. To be honest, for people who are builder and don't know how to go into the next stage, like for example, how did you enter into this program, all the things is very insightful. So I know public speaking can be very nervous at the beginning, but start small, and then later you will be more comfortable to do things. It's what happened for me. So yeah. Yeah, Catherine.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Hi Celine. So thank you so much for this session. It was really an eye opener. Yeah, very insightful. So I have a few questions. The first one is about retention. So you've been able to build Dev3 Pack to where it is now. And of course, you also did other stuff from your bio, the DeFi protocol. So I would like to know if there's like, should I say like a one hack or one super advice you would give to me concerning retention? Like, what's the best way to retain users, because that's actually a problem, right? Yeah, it's one of the problems. Then the next question is on feedback, right? So you can be building something and believe in what you're building as a person, which is like very important, But how do you get feedback from users, like the effective way to get feedback from users? I know I can create like a form and just drop it. People can just keep that. I usually skip it when they ask me to give feedback. So of course I know there are other people just like me. So and I feel feedback is like very important for you to know the next step to take, if you need to pivot, or if there are changes you need to make. So yeah, those are the two questions: how to get feedback from your users, and effective way to retain users. Yeah, thank you.
So according to feedback, that depend of the stage. Like, I mean, if if it's like a big things, it's like you have to standardize. I don't know the term in English, anyway. But when it's come to just it's like at your stage is more like a friendly feedback you need. So just having a chat, like Telegram chat, looks good. Interact with them, do things with them, like basically ask for them to just jump 30 minutes in call with you, and say, okay, let's perform a couple of action, and so you will see what's wrong. And so like this, that avoid them directly to write any kind of form, etc. And so I would say it's powerful to get in touch directly with a couple of people, like I would say 10 to 20, like just 10 to 20 to start. Jump into a call, perform action, and you will see what's wrong. But like this, you can fix things, and you can iterate and redo it until it's perfect. When it's perfect, it's where you can start like having like reaching out more people, and basically like making sure I don't know, you will have little issues that you can just close quickly. So it's the same for feedback at your stage. And so for retention, I would say what do that depends also on the product. Like if it's something that if you want people show up daily, I don't know, build the leaderboard, like build a notification system. It's powerful to use forecasters, I think, for that, because you can include a notification system. Say, okay, so today there's this challenge, but don't miss it. There is also the streak concept. Wait, I will just tweak. All this small mechanism that can be powerful, actually for you at your stage. Think how to increase that. So just wait, I will just put a message into because I have the station in 1 minute from right now. Yep. I would say that, like, work on the network effects, work on having how to perform a daily action. I don't know. That's really depend of the project, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. That was really helpful. Thank you.
All right. Any other question?
Yes, thank you for your wonderful presentation. I really understand a lot of things based on what you explained.
Nice.
I want to know more about, you mentioned of how to turn problems and when into opportunity. So I want more clarity of that. To just
That's depend of you.
discuss.
There is like a lot of
Okay.
programs into into the life, and so
Yeah.
what are your pain points into your life? Like what you really care about and you want to push further. On my side, for example, with Dev2Pack is the lack of representativity for women into the space. So actually, I'm really, really involved into that. And so I'm keeping building because I really care about this issue. So just according to you, your personality, your value, what matters, which problem you want to be solved, like you want to solve for making the world better, or I mean, it's more you. You have to think about what's struggle into the ecosystem for you actually. So yeah, I would say that, and especially if I don't know where you are located, but usually we say that more you are bringing local problem, more it's related to you, more you can talk about it, you can defend it, you can bringing people into it, because if you believe on what you are doing. Like if you are solving global issue, you will need a lot of capital, etc. But when it's come to local issue, it's really you are the expert around it. There is no expert in US that will take your job because of that, So yeah, I would say that.
Thank you for the wonderful explanation. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Awesome. I don't know if there's any other question. I mean, I see that Andrew wrote something, daily action like claiming, but I think he was supplementing what you were saying.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if there's no other question, I'd like to say thank you to you, Solin. To everybody who attended. This would have been, they would love to follow you, Solin, on X.
Wait, I will send it.
Yeah.
And I can send slide as well. I mean, I can give you it, you can send it on.
Awesome. You've sent it, but I will send Solin's link. I will also send a link to Dev3Pack. And for all the so maybe Solin, you can share with me like all the Farcaster and X handles, and we can start to follow you personally and on Dev3Pack. This was so awesome. Thank you so much for taking us through this. If you can share the deck, that would be awesome for people who missed, and also for me to add it in our resources. I really appreciate the time you've taken. For me, it was easy to follow, like, from the first step to the last step, which has been like retention and just keeping your community connected. And that itself, again, speaks so much. Most of the people who joined the call are in the Builders program, so happy to see very familiar faces. And for those who didn't make it, we are obviously going to send a link to the call and everything. I see we have 5 minutes over time. So to wrap this up, again, I want to say thank you. And I look forward to working with you on this season as a mentor. And also hopeful to get like more insightful sessions like this. And yeah, you've been a very instrumental and somebody who is just so knowledgeable about this topic. So it was nice to have you. As we proceed to Good Builders Round 3, and even as we onboard more people, I'm sure they will find this recording or this session quite insightful. So thanks again, and everybody for joining. Thank you for your attention, for all the questions. If you have more questions, feel free to send them to me or to send them to Solin, and we can work on answering. Other than that, thank you everyone, and see you in the Builders Round or in the next workshop that we have.
Thanks for the invitation, and good luck.
Thank
everyone.
you, Celine.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Yes, bye. I'll be on the call just in case anybody wants to talk to me. But yeah, bye guys.
Bye. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Rayo. Thank you, Solin. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hi, Rael.
Hi, Zeta. How are you?
I'm good. How
I
is
just
your
stopped the recording. Let me stop just a bit because we're still recording, and I'm struggling to do this. I'm not sure how it can be done. Oh, okay. Stop recording.